All right, let me talk about before I play. Let me talk about how to fix this game. I think so. What is it? Okay. So I think that there are two things this game really needs that will more or less fix the game if the game is. I don't want to say rebalance because the balance isn't absolutely horrid. It's not. It's stupid, but it could be a lot worse, right? But there's a couple mechanics that I think this game would really benefit from, and it's fucking funny because like it's not even like brand new ideas. One of them is something that's been in MK for a long, well, I don't say a long time, but it's been in MK in the past. MK9, MKX, they took it out of 11, they took it out of this game. So let me put some characters on the screen so you know what I'm talking about. We'll put Serena on the screen because I understand her. We'll put Raiden Kano back on the screen. So one of the first things. So in order to understand what I mean by I know how to fix this game, you got to know what I'm like what the issue is. So like the first patch, right? The first patch, right? I know the game has been patched and this has been removed from the game, but the biggest issue was just do button, it's a special move, into Cyrax, and then you're either safe or you're plus, right? Like that was the big issue right there, right? It was like you could just do some shit like that. You would do like 14% chip and B plus, just do it again. You could do damn near 30% on block to somebody. Now they added flawless blocking, removing chip, and you can flawless block and block strings and shit like that, which is that's a good change. I'm actually not mad at that change. But the thing that I think this game needs that it doesn't just destroy this, but it kind of just, you know what I mean, stiff arms that shit, is just add a push block, bro. Just put push block back in the game. Like I said the same thing about MK11. That game didn't really have defensive mechanics. It didn't really have anything you could do if somebody was pressuring you. You kind of just have to hold that shit and guess. Cause like in that game you didn't even have armored reversals like that either. In this game you do, but armor is one hit of armor and it's not that good. It works in some instances. I use it in some instances, but there are characters who can just blow that shit the fuck up. And there's certain moves just like, But if you just put push block in this game, the minute Raiden does this, or down for this, I can just get him the fuck off of me. And I do think that you should be able to push block for free. And flawless block, I understand is an option as well, but there's a risk to that, a risk to getting hit, getting knocked down. And depending on the situation, like if Cyrax was still in the game, if Raiden did this and you tried to push block it or flawless block it and you got hit, he would launch you for a fucking combo with Cyrax. So would Baraka. So that isn't the greatest option all the time. Sometimes it is, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But if you could just push block, you can just push them away from you, reset neutral. And if I were to put push block in this game, I would make it cost 1 bar. I don't think it needs to cost 2 bars. It's too expensive. And meter rebuilds hella fast, so it's like, oh, it's not expensive enough. It's like, all right, I would make it cost 1 bar and half a cameo bar. It would be like a breaker. Like your cameo comes out, fucking knocks them away from you. So it costs half your cameo bar and it costs 1 bar of meter. So that way it's not abusable. It's not like every time Raiden gets near you, you push block him away. I mean, you can do that, but then the neutral is going to be like him chasing you, you trying not to get hit, blah, 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 blah. But my point is, it would get rid of some of the ridiculous pressure, and you wouldn't have to nerf much, if anybody, right? So the cool part about this, right? The cool part about this change, if y'all don't understand so far, if you were to put push block in this game, you could basically not nerf anything. You would have to tweak some things, but you would, like, you know how I always say Johnny Cage is stupid? Like, oh, his frame rate is stupid. Literally everything is plus. Not literally, but all his face buttons, every single one of them is plus. Then he has other things that are slightly plus, right? And then his down one is 6 frames, right? So it's like always his turn. So then you would be able to be like, yo, push block, get the fuck away from me. And you wouldn't have to nerf Johnny Cage's frame data. The only thing I would say nerf after that would be nerf his movement a little bit. Make him a little slower. Just a little bit. Because he has a command dash to get in. He has a shadow kick to get in. He can use cameos to help him get in. He doesn't also need good dash speed too, like, or walk speed, dash speed, whatever. Like, he doesn't need all of that. So all you would need to do is tone down his like movement a little tiny bit. Maybe not make shadow kick 8 fucking frames, but then you wouldn't even need to touch his frame, did it? Because you can just push block him if he gets annoying. And I mean that wouldn't take him out the game. He would still be good, but we would have some option. It would, in the same way with the Raiden shit, with the bullshit of that. The same way with Kenshi, right? When Kenshi gets Sento out and it's just GG's, it would be, oh, he has Sento out. You can like delayed wake up, so maybe he doesn't mix you on the first hit. Push block, get the fuck off me. So it immediately makes some of this shit less powerful. It doesn't take it out of the game, but it makes it way less powerful. And it's still good. It's still powerful, strong shit. But you have an option to deal with it. That would be the one. That's one thing that I think like this game would severely benefit from, right? Like it just would. Like that's one thing. Oh wait, hold on. I meant to pick Sindel. That's one thing that I do think this game absolutely needs is push block. But also, there's one other thing I think this game should have. You think Breaker should be 2 bar, 1 cameo bar? I think Breaker's fine. Do I need to know how to block pressure? What, to be good at this game? Not really. Just crouch block and then stand block if you think they're going to do an overhead. Typically, you can react to the overheads, not the lows. The other thing that I think this game needs, that I think would make this game 1,000 times better. Who am I? Kung Lao? Boom. Let me show y'all something real quick. I was practicing this earlier. Of course she's blocking. I want to just show it to you. Can anybody guess what just happened there? So when they glow yellow like that, that means they did a reversal cameo, a cameo that's designed as a reversal, right? Because if I have her wake up like Buzzsaw, she will not glow yellow. See how she didn't glow there, right? So it seems like they had this idea for the game, but they fucking backed out at the last minute. This is a wake up attack, right? See, as you can see right there, right? See how I went through her that time? So with cameos doing this game, reversal cameos, they slightly extend your invincibility on wake up. If you get knocked down, I can't hit you, right? Like I can't hit you while you're still getting up off the ground. So what this does is it slightly extends those frames. But the issue is, it's like, right? You see that, right? The issue is, it's not a real invincible wake up. I think you should make these true invincible wake ups. 100% true invincible reversals, wake ups, whatever the fuck you want to call them. Make it a real, like, make that shit a real DP. You don't get a combo off of it, right? Like, oh wait, I turned it off. Like, no. Turn this on. Like, say I knock you down. Oh my god. Say I knock her down, right? I don't get a combo, but he gets knocked off of me and gets knocked out of there, right? I think every cameo reversal, like Serena has one too, right? Like if I were to set where is it? Oh. What the hell is it? This? Right? Like that, right? Minus 14. Like, why is this minus 14? If I can just smoke it, right? If these were true reversals, they would help a lot in the game. And one of the big things that this would help with is this. I can't show it well, but it would be helpful for shit like that. Like situations where there's Kung Lao hat on the screen and they jump in at you, you could just invincible reversal. Get that shit the fuck off of me. Now, that would be super, super, super powerful. So, yes, it would need to be toned down a bit. I think it should cost your entire cameo bar, and the cooldown should be like fucking Cyrax post nerfs. I think if you give us like reversals, make it cost the entire cameo bar, and then it's a slow ass wind up, right? If it's not gonna cost your meter at the bottom of the screen because it's a cameo, it's gonna like you're not gonna get this shit back for like 15 seconds. You can't do any kind of cameo or something, or 10 seconds, whatever the time is. But I think if you give us that, then you make suddenly this is not as powerful. Now, if they don't manage their cameo meter, then yeah, it's still powerful. But if they do manage their cameo meter, you know what I mean? Then it's like, oh shit, I can't just do this and win for free. You know what I mean? And then you wouldn't need to nerf Kung Lao low hat. You wouldn't need to nerf a lot of shit. But then characters who just do brain dead, like Kung Lao is the character who just knocks you down and just does this little fucking double kick on your head on every knockdown and shit with Goro. Like, you wouldn't be able to just do shit like that because I could just invincible wake up on your ass and reset neutral, right? Now, there will still be some characters that are really good. Some characters will still have fuck neutral tools. And when you do that shit and get them off you, they will fly right back in on you. Absolutely. But that's another issue altogether. Like, Kung Lao, Shaolin shouldn't be safe. I think we all know that. I think everybody on the planet that doesn't work in NetherRealm Studios understands that Kung Lao, Shaolin Shimmy should not be safe on block. I think we all get that. So, like, there'll be shit like that. But other than that, I think if you just add push block and if you make cameo, like, just the cameos that do this, make them actually reversals. And the other cool part about this, why I think it also will fix the fucking game, is because it gives other cameos some value, right? Like, cameos that people don't pick that often. I know some people pick Jack's cameo because he gives you extra health and he gives you additional damage, but then his power wave becomes a reversal. Frost, her ice crash becomes a reversal. Becomes a pretty fucking good one, right? Like, shit like that. Like, Sector, maybe his fucking uppercut becomes a fucking reversal. It doesn't launch, but it's a reversal, right? Maybe Sonya's leg grab becomes a reversal. Maybe you can use that for something finally. So it gives some value to some of these cameos that have no value. Like, give Darius a reversal. It buffs a lot of these little cameos that you don't see often. It gives Sub-Zero, we already see, but it buffs him too. You know, Scorpion, Scorpion, for him, he's different. He has get over here. So what you do is you make his get over here frame 1 armor. Frame 1. So it's guaranteed, but it has the same cooldown. But it's frame 1 armor. Because in the way it is now, you can hit him out of it, which is stupid. So it would make a lot of these cameos get some more value, right? And I mean, you don't have to give it to every cameo. Maybe Striker doesn't get it. Maybe Kano doesn't get it. I don't know. Maybe fucking Goro doesn't get it, right? Maybe the cameos that are already good don't need it, right? But all the rest of them, Shujinko fucking needs it. So those are, it's only 2 things, but I think those 2 things absolutely would fix this fucking game a lot. And it's not even no character balance changes. Literally just system mechanics. Fucking system mechanics. Like, one of the best things about Street Fighter 6 is that every character has system mechanics. Every character has options, bro. Even the characters that are bad. Like, Lily's not good, but she can still DI, she can still level 3, she can still parry. So, like, you never feel absolutely helpless in a matchup. You just feel like you're struggling more than you need to if you picked a different character. But, yeah, that's how I feel. But what's going on? His flamethrower Sector's reversal? My bad. Sector's flamethrower is reversal. I forgot what his other assist was.